Good day, everyone. This is Fire Toad, and today I'm joined by my son,
the Captain.
We are going to continue the series on Borderlands The Pre-Sequel, and I'll tell you, folks, if you've not played this game, you really should try it. It is a blast. What do you think, Captain?
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, you've played it a couple times. You played as Claptrap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I bet our audience would be really shocked that they could play as Claptrap. So, when we last left off, I am playing the character known as Athena, and she is the character that narrates. You're going to hear her talking throughout the game to Lilith in a sort of reminiscing way. She is reliving the tale of what happened before she got wherever it is she is at the very beginning of the game during the opening sequence. So when we last were here, I am in a moon crate, and I'm getting ready to be launched to the surface of the moon.
Go.
Yes, Jack, we know. And so you see it says my mission is get moonshot. So that's what we're going to do right now. Here we go. And this sequence is pretty cool.
Yet?
No, I'm not ready yet, Jack. Stop harassing him. He's very pushy, don't you think? Yeah. All right, here we go. Are we ready, Captain? All right, here we go.
I gotta fire this thing before it all shoots me into tiny little pieces, so, no hurry.
Oh, he's so sarcastic and passive-aggressive. Here we go. Launch.
There he is! Open fire!
Fire.
Oh, crap.
He really hits that button hard. There we go. Launched. And there's the Lost Legion attacking Helios. I want to know why this space station is even still there. If there's no one there to defend it, which we found, there's only worker robots. Jack says workers. We don't actually see any workers, just robots.
So you can think so. It could be dead now.
It's true, I suppose. We didn't see any worker bodies, but all we saw was robots. Oh, that had to hurt. But it's okay, because we survived a 500-mile-an-hour crash into the space station, so another 1,000-mile-an-hour crash into the surface of this planet won't hurt us. All right, here we go.
Hello? 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 Thought you might be salvage. You're about to die. You okay? Well, I can answer that. You're not okay. The second you open this door, all the oxygen is going to vent and you're going to suffocate. It'll hurt a lot and your eyes will pop like grapes when the pressure differential gets too harsh. So, here's my plan. When you're ready, open the door and follow me to my oxygen bubble. Sound good? Don't answer.
If you
Conserve
don't,
your
you take
oxygen.
damage.
It's true. Here we go. We gotta open the door. Only way out. Yes.
I saw that in the first Borderlands
Over here.
Pre-Sequel video. I haven't been seen yet, so I watched it. Oh,
Thank you, I appreciate that. Okay, now it's telling us how to check our map, in case you've never played the game before. This is the map. And we're going to follow Janie Springs. And we can see we're losing health. We need to get to an oxygen supply.
Don't think about the grapes thing.
Oh, thanks, Janie. We got 160 experience just for walking forward. Alright, so this is an oxygen generator.
Here, I'll turn on this air dome generator so you can get a breather.
She's just showing us how. Watch this leap she makes. Right to there. So I can't do that leap. Now, especially. Nor can I do that one. So we wait here. She's going to open the door up there.
Nearly there. It'd be embarrassing if you died now.
How could I be embarrassed, Janie, if I'm dead? Okay, here we go. Sprint to the oxygen.
Air.
I love how she's talking in a vacuum. That doesn't make any sense at all. Okay, here we go. We got another 160 just for walking in the door.
Nice to meet ya. I'm Janie Springs, junk dealer. Who are you?
I'm Athena.
Well, hello. So what are you doing here?
We need to get back to Helios Station, but we can't until we take down a jamming signal somewhere on this moon.
A jamming signal? Haven't noticed anything like that. You might want to get to Concordia, a little city run by a fella called the Merif. Got to be somebody there who can help you. You'll need an O2 kit, Oz kits we call them, to survive the journey though. I've got some broken ones stashed nearby, but I can repair them for you. Even if you ain't the breathing type, you'll be glad you've got an Oz kit. Head to these coordinates and clear the place out.
All right, folks.
Now,
So that is our mission: is to pick up an Oz kit.
now here's a little secret.
Mhm.
If you play as Claptrap,
You don't need an Oz kit.
but it does give you free, but it does give you perks.
That's true, because that's how you jet yourself around. We're going to see that in a minute. So the captain is correct. If you play as Claptrap, Claptrap is a robot.
And when you land on Elpis, Jenny
Mhm.
Springs says actually has a different line.
For Claptrap. Yeah, it's true. That's one of the things I think I like about this game, Captain, is that it tailors the interactions to the specific characters instead of having the same interactions with all characters. That's one of the things that I thought in Borderlands 2 that they should do more of, was they should have the NPCs speaking differently to each character, because they would obviously do that. So that's a good feature. I like that a lot. All right, let's get started. So if you check your map, you can see that we're going over here. It says objective, pick up Oz kit. And we've also got some vending machines here, a fast travel station, and some vending machines. And when you're first running through this, it's not a bad idea to check the vending machines, because you might be able to find better equipment there. I'm not going to open any chests right now because I don't really need anything. But sometimes you can find equipment in these lockers too, so it's not a bad idea to check these lockers. Sometimes you'll find a better shield or even some guns in there. And then you want to check the machines, see if they have anything you might need. I'm not going to buy anything here. Nina sells shields, and sometimes you can find better shields here than the one that you have. So I got $598, so I can buy a better shield if I want to, and I definitely do, because I don't want to.
Second shield.
You think this one's
Yeah,
a good
that
one?
Yeah, the Tinky shield is actually better than the Trail shield.
Problem is that it's not a very high capacity. It's only 67, so this is a pretty good shield. It's 93 capacity. The recharge rate is super high, and the recharge delay is low. We like that, but I want to get the shield with the highest capacity that I can get, and that is this one here. Now, the problem with this shield here, it's called a leaden shield for a reason. It has a very high recharge delay, so it takes a long time before it starts to recharge. But that's the price you pay for getting 121 points worth of shield. This one is only 100 points, but it has a shorter delay and a pretty decent recharge rate. Decisions. So this one here looks like the one that I want. It's pretty decent capacity, relatively low recharge rate, and a decent, good recharge rate rather, and a decent recharge delay. So I'm going to buy that one. Now I have to remember to put that on. So we take that one, swap it, and now I can sell the one that I just took off. One nice thing is you can sort your equipment if you are looking at your inventory in your backpack by using the page up and page down commands. You can sort by different criteria. So this is actually pretty useful. So I'm going to sell the shield I don't need. Nina shields. Sell that. Okay. And one thing you may have noticed each of the characters has a personal log on them. Personal item, personal journal. If you click on it and then get out of your inventory, it plays a message. Listen.
So that's the offer. I know you're a certified badass and everything, but I need to know you're not going to run out on me before the job's through.
If you hire me, you aren't paying for another merc with a gun. You're paying for decades of experience. You're paying for professionalism. You're paying for loyalty to the mission above all else.
Yeah? That way, yeah. Told General Knox.
Loyal to the mission is one thing. Loyal to people is something else.
Okay. So we don't know what the backstory is there. It sounds like Jack is implying that Athena somehow betrayed General Knox. We don't know, and I don't know when we'll find that out. I've gone pretty far in the game. I'm up to about level 16 with my highest character. I haven't answered that question yet, so I think it's probably something that doesn't get answered until late in the game. So, the mission is, pick up Oz Kit. Were you going to add something there, Captain?
No.
Okay.
Now, an asket is important to point as someone that isn't Claptrap, but if you are pointing as Claptrap, an asket is mostly just a perk machine.
Yeah, if you're playing as Claptrap, you don't actually need oxygen to live. But it does help to have the Oz Kit. Now, the space station has two, moon base, I call this place, has two levels. We're on the lower level now, and I try not to leave out of the lower level because we don't have access to vehicles yet. So the not fast travel station, but the catch a ride has been replaced with the moon Zoomy station. Is that what they call it, Cap? And you can see it's not working. I can't get a vehicle yet. That comes later in the game. So I go upstairs, and little spoiler for you folks here. There's 3 vault symbols on this map, on this level. And I'm about to show you where one of them is. If you don't want to know, you need to skip this section, skip forward. But here we go. So go behind this crate right there. Where are you? There it is. Discover. Super hard to see. All right, we're going to upstairs. And I usually do not loot the chests until after I come back, because sometimes they have things like grenades in them. And I like to be empty of my grenades before I get more. So, you can also buy grenades down there. Janie's going to just kind of stand around here. When I explored this area, I found this high place right here. I try to get up on a high place whenever I can, because it helps you in a lot of ways. You get to see down. Usually you get a vantage point. You can see enemies before they can see you. So if we go to this edge here, we look down, and that's where we're going, right over there. And you can see there are creatures down here. Now, when you do not have an Oz kit, every time you leave the oxygen source, you start to take damage. So if I step out here, and you'll see the screen pulses this way, like this, telling you that you are lacking in oxygen and you will start losing health. This is an oxygen geyser. They are located at various points strategically. If you check your map, you can see them on the map. These little diamonds right here are all oxygen geysers. And it also shows the O2 bubble. This is where we came from. They have an air dome generator. So, if you go down and try to get to that building right there, I've discovered the hard way, you risk a Kragan attack. The Kragan attacks are dealable. You can fight your way through them, but it's very challenging if you don't have the Oz kit, because you have to stay near these oxygen sources in order to dying. The Kragans have a way of knocking you around. There's a couple of interesting characteristics of Kragans that I'm going to show you in a second. So you got a choice of try to sneak over there and get in. You have to get in that building, and then there's an O2 kit in there, broken one, and Janie will fix it for you. But if you get a whole bunch of Kragans attacking you, it becomes very challenging. So what I've discovered, the best way to do this is to stay up here and to shoot all of the Kragans, because they will not come up here, even though they know you're here. They will shoot at you, but they won't come up here to try to kill you. So this is a relatively safe area, and on top of that, you can come back here and replenish your oxygen from time to time.
They try to kill you.
They try to kill you by shooting boulders and lava at you.
Can it go up high?
Yes, they go very high. And they will hit you sometimes, but also if you're able to step back away from them, they will usually not hit you. And they don't do all that much damage. They make a lot of noise. And so you really think you're being pummeled, but you're not. As soon as you start shooting them, they're going to start coming at you from everywhere.
Only the throw up.
Catch breath.
And there is the big one.
Oh, it's a cool Craig.
That's a badass there. And the only critical zone for them is in their mouths when their mouths are open. So if their mouths are closed, I'm going to try to toss a grenade at him, see if I can... Whoops, he's moving. They usually move. Oh, if I hit him with that, I don't think I did. Okay, so we like to kill the small ones if we can, because they fill the sky with those meteors. And when they do that, it's super hard to see. I'll show you guys another trick, too. If you have an explosive weapon, it works really, really well. Because the explosions will hit the ground. So even if you don't actually hit your target, it will still do damage to it. So explosive weapons are super helpful. The little ones are not that hard to kill, surprisingly enough.
Yeah, damn.
They don't have too much health, I guess. And I want you guys to pay careful attention to what happens to the big ones when they are killed. Here we go. Oh, see how he's drinking from the... He is getting all his health back. That's a little trick they do. Very effective.
This one's two friggin' pebbles.
Oh, you spoiled it. Okay, there you go. Watch. See that? He splits into two others.
Boulders and pebbles.
Boulders, pebbles, appropriately. Appropriately named.
And there's also
The Eruptor. Yeah.
And there's also a dragon queens.
It's true.
So this is a little off topic. It's kinda off topic, but you know about the game it takes though?
Don't know about that.
There's this whole world in might want to speak to the next world. But it's they're about oh, there's this Python. The player has to. No. If you on the lava, fire. Want to for speed? Yes.
And we got a level. And now we have to spend our skill point.
Set on fire without having the, use the goop.
So you can see there's a lot of choices here. All the characters have the 3 skill trees with lots of choices on them. It is a time-consuming thing to comb through them and become familiar enough with them to decide which one you want, but it's not carved in stone. You can change them if you get to the right place. There are machines that called quick change stations, and you can use those to reset your skill points whenever you want for a small cost. So you can pick what you want and not worry about making a poor choice or regretting your decision later. And I'm going to take this one here. The Invictus increases the damage dealt by the Aspis when thrown. We like that. So that's what I'm going to take. Back to it. Okay, Captain, here we go. We got to finish clearing these Kragans out. Hey, folks, you can imagine what it would be like to face these guys if you're down there on their level. They all come right at you, charging at you. They hit you, they knock you back, they barrage you with the... oh, he's trying to drink to get his health back. Don't want that. They barrage you with those molten meteors. They are just nasty. Alright. I think we have finally cleared them out. Oh, there's one over there. Look at them lurking. They're really good at that. They lurk in the background, and they wait until you think you're safe, and then they come charging at you, and as the captain will verify, they are very quiet. So they come charging at you at a full gallop, and somehow you don't hear them. Alright, he's aware of me. They've added something in this game that they did not have in Borderlands 2, and that is actually very, very helpful. On your map, your mini-map in the upper right corner, it shows the locations of enemies, but it also... Oh, I'm out of ammo. Got to change my gun here. It also shows you a little arrow that indicates that the enemy that you are seeing there is higher or lower than you are in elevation. Because that's something in Borderlands 2 that was very difficult, because enemies would be on your mini-map, but you had no way of telling if they were above you or below you or on the same level as you. Okay, that is an Oz kit, which is nice, but we cannot use it because it's above our level, so we're going to clean up some stuff here. And most of this stuff is useless, but we pick it up anyway because you might be able to sell it. Some of it might be useful too. And now we're going to run and try to get to an oxygen geyser. You can see sometimes there are oxygen canisters that pop up both from defeated enemies and from the little loot stashes. Things right here. You gotta watch that lava river, because that's where
in one piece and not lava adjacent. Till the crackening anyway.
the lava river is where they come from. So quick note is that all the enemies you saw me defeat there, all those Kragans and the badass will attack you right here. This has happened to me a couple times. And what they do is, you can see how you don't have visibility beyond this piece of terrain here, this cliff, nor from behind this one here. So they hide down there, and when one of them sees you, they all see you, because they have kind of a hive mind going on.
Ah, I forgot I locked it. Whoops. Just punch off the locks with your meat hunks. That's moon for hands.
So she's telling us we have to punch these things off. Athena apparently has a sword. I haven't really seen it, but that's what the documentation says. But I'm pretty sure that they all have the same damage in there.
Could you kill all those baddies for me too? Not excited about being mauled again.
This is how to jump down.
Okay. So now we go in here.
We're also part athlete. We're also part
One
athlete.
Oz kit. Great for breathing, double jumping, and slamming enemies. Now, to repay me for saving your life, you're gonna end someone else's. His name's Deadlift. He's nearby, and he's an asshole. He's also got something I'll need to get us into Concordia.
So it's nice that she's now telling us that she saved our life, so she wants us to go murder someone. Apparently that's all okay on Elpis. Right, Captain?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so I'm going to pick up the Oz kit. And now she comes running over. There she is. We go over to her. We turn that in. Yes, Captain?
So, I think I forgot what I was gonna guess.
Well, that's all right. Maybe you'll think of it in a minute. Okay, so we're going to take the... Talk to her. We're going to turn in for the mission. And she's giving us this.
leads a band of scavengers, scavs, who used to raid the old Dahl dig site. Colonel Zarpedon imprisoned them, but they escaped when Dahl's digging cracked the moon.
Zarpedon.
Anyway, he's got the Digistruct key for my Zoomy stations. Killing him will get you to Concordia and make my week. Win-win.
So she's telling us she doesn't like the guy, so she wants us to go murder him. Seems a little, I don't know, extreme, but that's okay. That's how the game works.
Wait. I remember what I was gonna say.
What was that?
So, dragons are part stag, part athlete.
Really?
Because they can jump real. Because they can
True.
jump.
They do jump a lot. They jump a long way. So now, as you can see, folks, we have the Oz kit, as they call it, which is O2, obviously, for oxygen. And this one gives me 100 oxygen. It also has a nice little bonus, gives me 12% gun damage bonus, which is nice, but only in a vacuum. So you see, I don't get the gun damage unless I'm in a vacuum. And it also talks about slam damage, and we're going to show you this in a minute, because there's actually a mission which is specifically designed to show you how this works. It's pretty cool. So first we're going to loot out this room, because we're here, might as well. And we have 2 more revolvers, or handguns. I don't need more handguns, so I'm going to hold off for a second, because there's a loot chest across the room that's going to give us some loot of some sort, which is usually better than average. So we're going to go over there in a second. Oh, there's another shield. That one is not as good as the one I have, so we hold off on that.
If you need to find me, I'll be back at my camp.
Okay, bye. And this tricky jump here has killed many a player. Killed my buddy Canadian Snow the very first time he tried to do it. Killed me a couple of times. I don't know why I was able to do it successfully the first time, and then after that I fell like 3 times. So the trick is to go to the end of this little board here and then jump. If you jump too soon, you get caught by these beams, stopped in midair, and then you drop like a stone into the lava, which is not fun at all. Although, to be fair, the game isn't overly harsh when you die. It just charges you a few dollars and brings you back. So here we go. Jump across. The low-gravity environment is a lot of fun, but it also presents some challenges. Aha, here we go. This often happens. So now we have 2 assault rifles. I hate the term assault rifle, but that's what they call them in the game, so I'm going to use their terminology. And each of these has some capabilities that I might use. So I'm going to pick those up. I can at least sell them if I don't need them. And now we jump across, and we can now do the double jump. So you saw me, that little extra click there propelled me forward. That is kind of cool. So what you can do is, and it burns up your oxygen. So when you jump, you hit jump initially when you're in the air. If you hit it again, it pushes you in the direction you're facing. Or if you just hold no keys down for direction, it jumps you up extra high like that. So that immolator is probably going to come at me. They usually figure out, there he is. He's decided to come.
Raising shield.
And this is how we use our skills. See? Told you. That's what they do. Come at you. Up in the front. Now we're going to run a little bit. Alright, we need a better weapon, so... Now this is the slam. Get up in the air, you hold the crouch key, and you will drop down very rapidly. Slam into the ground, and do damage to enemies. Now they call it a butt slam, which I guess implies that you're coming down on your butt. That sounds injurious to me. I don't believe that's safe. But it's a game, so we can do it anyway.
Oh, so I think Claptrap does a regular slam and a butt slam because, you know, he doesn't have a butt.
That's true. He does not have a butt. So quick check of the mission log here, and it says that we're supposed to go kill Deadlift and pick up the Digistruct key. The Digistruct key is what we use to free up the Zoomy stations, is what she calls them, where we can get a vehicle. And this requires us to go to a new level. But before we do that, we're going to go back to the moon base because Janie has a couple of other missions for us.
And the first, and one of them I died to a few times. Because there was a hard jump in it.
There is a very hard jump in it, yeah, super challenging. The captain had a problem with it. I actually had a problem with it too. I died probably 5 or 6 times trying to do it. That's the double jump, so he gives us a little height. As a general rule, if you want to avoid being hit with stuff, you're better off staying on the ground because you can move around on the ground like pretty in an agile way. When you're in the air, you are slow, so you're a slow-moving target. So being on the ground is better tactically to try to avoid damage. Alright, so we're going to find Janie. She usually hangs out down here. There she is.
I'm as dry
Okay.
as a... Well, I'm pretty dry.
She has some really amusing lines, so... Okay, before I continue, I'm going to end this chapter. This is part 2 of my series. I'm going to end this, and I'm going to start afresh and show you each of these missions in their own videos so that you can see each one individually. So for now, this is Fire Toad signing off with my son,
The captain.
and we thank you for watching, and we will see you shortly with our next video.
Bye.